Hi and welcome to All Things Football, guys. This is my game week 3 selection video. I'm just going to quickly go through my team selection this week, who got the chop, who's in for this week, what I think's going to happen, X, Y, and Z. Let's have a look at game week 3 fixtures. So we have the first game of the weekend is a lunchtime kickoff at Wolves. Man City go to Wolves. I mean, that just got Man City written all over it before going off sort of previous results. Then we've got Arsenal against West Ham. I really hope Arsenal can pick up 3 points at home to West Ham this weekend. And I did make a transfer to kind of reflect that. West Ham have been looking shaky at the back. They've got a bunch of new players that are still trying to gel in, which they haven't quite got together yet, but hopefully they can get it all together. Not in this game, but the game after this, because I want Arsenal to grab those 3 points. Next game on that, we've got Bournemouth at home to Everton. That game screams goals. Neither team have a good defensive record so far this season. They're both shipped off a lot of goals. So that game to me looks like it promises goals. I have gotten rid of a Bournemouth player from my team, and I'll let you guys know about that in a minute. But Everton, I mean, Richarlison's averaged a goal a game so far. It's going to be 2 weeks, but hopefully can get a few goals for me in that game. Huddersfield to Cardiff, don't really care about that. Southampton and Leicester, personally don't really care about that, but that could also be a good game. They'll be without Vardy, however, so Iheanacho should be heading that lineup. If you've got Iheanacho in your team, then definitely I think that should be a great game for that. Southampton, for all, I mean, I just don't know what to make of them, to be honest. Danny Ings, however, he looked pretty good last week. He seemed lively, so I'm keeping an eye on him. He's one to watch definitely in that game. The late kickoff on Saturday with Liverpool against Brighton. This should be a walk in the park for Liverpool. I am trying to get a third Liverpool player on my team. I mean, if you've got the likes of Mane and Salah in your team already, you're pretty much set for this game week, because it's more of the same really. I just think Liverpool at home, they're far too strong. Sunday fixtures, we have Watford against Crystal Palace. Again, this could be quite an interesting one. Watford seem to be started the season pretty well, with Pereira, I think his name is, and Dini, always a staple in that team. Palace, unfortunately against Liverpool in game week 2, but should be able to. I mean, it's hard one to call that game, but there could be some goals in that game. Obviously I got Zaha on my team at Crystal Palace. I don't have any Watford players, so don't have no interest in but there are players I'm watching in the Watford team. Pereira is definitely one of them, and I can't remember, his name escapes me at the moment. And we've got Fulham against Burnley. Fulham haven't quite kicked it off yet. Another team with a bunch of new players that haven't quite gelled yet. Sessegnon, I like the look of him. Hopefully we'll see how he does against Burnley. Burnley usually, I said in my last video that they're usually quite strong defensively. That didn't quite prove to be the case when they came up against Watford at home in game week 2. But we'll see how they go, how they fare away to Fulham. The late kickoff on Sunday will be Newcastle, Chelsea going away to Newcastle. Again, Newcastle is also another team that drew a blank in game week 2. I think Chelsea should be all over this. I have brought in another Chelsea player into my team, looking at this fixture to be a great fixture for goals. But it all depends on how Sarri lines up on game week 3 really. And then on Monday we have the last game of game week 3 to be Man United at home to Spurs. This could be a tight game. Spurs over the years, have never been able to sort of beat Man United at home. Away from home. It could be an interesting game. Man United there seem to be a lot of turmoil going on at the moment, so that's one to keep an eye on, but I think it should be a very tight game. So with that said, drum roll please, let's go into my game week 3 selection. Right, so this is how my team is currently standing for game week 3. I have already done my transfers. Unfortunately I did have to do one more extra transfer, so I am on a -4 this week. See if you can spot the changes. If not, I'll tell you. Pedro, for one, is new to the team, and income Lacazette. So I got rid of Sanchez and Josh King. Currently, it took me a little while to make this decision. I have a feeling I've made a bad decision. I'm not sure. I am, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna see how it plays out. I went for Pedro because he seems to be he started the first 2 games so far under Sarri. Sarri seemed to favor him quite a bit. So for 6.5 million, I just think you can't really go wrong with Pedro. So that's why he's in my team. Now Lacazette, I picked up Lacazette with I picked him up for 9.5 million. As you can see, his value has gone down to 9.4 based off the 2 results so far Arsenal's had. I could have gone for Aubameyang, but for some reason I have a feeling, if Lacazette starts, I have a feeling he's going to start against West Ham. Don't quote me on that, but that's kind of I'm hoping he does start. But we'll see how it plays out. If he does start, I fancy him to get a few goals, because I think if he does start, he's gonna be the forward man, and Aubameyang is gonna be a wide man. I hope that don't come back to bite me, but if it does, you hear about it next week. So that's currently my team as it stands. Obviously, I've stuck with Wan-Bissaka. Obviously, for 4 million, you can't really go wrong with him. I know he got a red card the other day, but he's a great pick. So but yeah, those are my 2 transfers I've done for game week 3. In terms of how I plan on lining up going forward for the game week 3 action as it stands, at the back I've gone for Mendy, Robertson, Bednarak. I'm not sure if Bednarak's gonna play. He's at home. He hasn't played the first 2 games so far. He's also on the chopping block as far as I'm concerned. But for 4 million, what did I expect, to be honest? So I've got Bednarak, Mendy and Robertson at the back. I'm sticking with Hart in goal between the sticks. I'm hoping, away at Fulham, we'll see how that goes. But my only other choice, Fabianski's playing away to Arsenal, so I really can't put him in for that. Middle of the park, I've got Richarlison, Pedro, Salah, Bernardo Silva. Again, I'm sticking with Bernardo Silva because I think for his price, and with De Bruyne being out, I think he's going to get quite a bit of play time. Up front, I've gone for Aguero, Zaha and Lacazette. So yeah, those are kind of my choices. My captain, obviously, this week, to be honest, I don't think you can go wrong with either. But I'm going with Salah for the home fixture. I don't know if Pep's gonna rotate Aguero this week. I hope that doesn't come and bite me in the hours later on. But either way, he's in the team nonetheless. I just hope Salah can get a few more goals this week. I must admit, Salah is, for his price, to be fair, he does score a bit of points, but I'd expect him to be scoring a few more, averaging more points than Mane at the moment, which Mane seems to be flying away with it. But I'm sure over the course of the season that might change, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's my team for game week 3, guys. Players to watch this week for me, I want to say Danny Ings in the Southampton game at home to Leicester. Keep an eye on that, because I think, just going off his stats off his first full debut, I think he's definitely one to watch. Cheap option as well. So yeah, keep an eye on Danny Ings. That's my recommendation for this game week. I don't know any other players to really keep an eye on. I would say Aubameyang, but a lot of people already have him. So yeah, anyways guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.